Hey, Round Lake Volunteers. We are here for our second video, and in this video, we're going to be talking about a lot of what happens in our rec and free time. So, first things first, we are going to be dividing into 4 teams this year. That is different from what we did last year, which was 8 teams. And the purpose here is that we're going to be dividing into 4 teams, and we're going to be trying to get whole youth groups onto one team. Now, we understand that might not actually be able to happen based on different sizes of youth groups and what have you. But what we're going to try to do our best to do is get the whole youth group onto one team or the other. That way you can all be kind of cheering each other on throughout the whole week. And one of the things, when will these teams be important is kind of the question. Like, why do these teams matter? Well, one of them is during afternoon games. Our afternoon games this year are going to be all play games out in the rec field, and these are games meant for large groups, meaning these are games that all of your kids can be playing at once. It's not just your team watching one kid do one thing or the other. And actually, we're going to begin all of these games in the chapel, because what we're going to do is we're going to have videos for each of these games to explain the rules, explain what's going to happen. Some of my students are going to be demonstrating what this is going to look like, hopefully to clarify this as much as possible before we go down to the rec field. It just seems like a lot better way to describe the games and to tell the rules through a video rather than trying to shout it through a megaphone. Something that's going to happen during these games too is the teams are going to have different power-ups, and we want to talk to you about how they're going to get those power-ups.
Yeah, so this year in the morning show, we're going to be having students compete for power-ups for these afternoon games. So the way these are going to work, we're going to have a few students from each team come up onto the stage during the morning show, and they're going to be playing silly games to win some kind of advantage for that day's afternoon game. We're going to be playing a game called the Alaskan Pipeline, where students are going to try and transport water through a PVC pipe that has a bunch of holes in it. And the power-up that these students can compete to win is a pack of gum to plug some of those holes. So we're going to have a few power-up games for each game every afternoon.
And just like every year of camp, we will have an evening activity every night. And this year, we're still having the faculty hunt, but it's a little different because we have pre-made lists of all the faculty that would be hiding already printed out for the kids. So all that the kids have to do is grab a piece of paper for their group, and the faculty hiding, when a kid finds you, you will just initial by your name. That's just to try and make scoring at the end of the hunt a little bit easier. And then also on Thursday night when we do our relay race, we're calling it the Relay of Relays, because this year, instead of being all around camp, it'll just be in one location, and we're just going to have lots of relay races all right there to try and make it a little simpler and incorporate everyone and just make it more of in a central location.
Yeah, one of the other reasons we need to make a pre-made list for the faculty hunt is because I've seen so many kids rip out their notes from sessions to write on the back of and get signatures for the game. So we're gonna make a sheet for that. The next piece of this is to talk about free time during the afternoon. Free time is going to happen every day, except for Friday. But free time will be from 2:30 all the way to 4:45. And that seems like a long period of time, but what's happening there is from 2:30 to 3:15 is actually just tournaments and canteen and time up in the gym. Nobody will be at the waterfront at that time. All of the tournaments will be happening in that time span, as well as canteen will be open. Then the second half, so 3:15 to 4:45 will be swim time. So swim time, and the gym will be open, so we'll need volunteers in both spots at that time. But during the tournaments, so the tournaments are going to be happening each day. There's going to be different tournaments happening, and those will be during that first section of free time. And the signups for that will be in the cafeteria, so kids can sign up for those each day. The swim test is going to happen on Monday at the beginning of swim time. And there will be a lot of kids and some adults that will need to take the swim test for the first time, maybe the second. I know sometimes that can get frustrating, but it's okay. And kids could do the swim test later on in the week. They just need to make sure that the lifeguards know that it needs to happen right before swim time at the very beginning of it, so that there's no other kids in the water when they're doing it. Yeah, that's all we have for rec. It's going to be a great week, a lot of fun happening in rec.